Hello YouTube, Arrow Assassin here today, and I want to do a video for tips in PvP. So with that, let's get started. First thing I want to go over is like something that I don't see a lot of people do. Some people do it because I've noticed it even in battlegrounds when they know. So first thing is the major tip I feel like a lot more people should do. Is like, say for an example, I'm running this way, right? And I know somebody is chasing me by looking around. Like they don't see me turning around, but like if you turn your camera around and you're walking this way, like I just did, and saw this guy go through, like you know somebody's chasing you. I feel like that is like a really hopeful useful trick because it could save your life in certain situations. Like you know somebody's chasing you, so you could like bait them away, make them chase you, and you know they're chasing you and fake it out, stuff like that. And then all of a sudden you just go bam, surprise, and you just destroy them. Like it's just a lifesaver. I feel like it's pretty hilarious when they don't know that you're onto them, stuff like that. So that's really I feel like an important tip. Second, next important tip is that I know a lot. I don't think a lot of people do this either. I mean, some people obviously do this, but like always look at the buffs on people. If you're like example, well, let me go find an alliance real quick. But you get pretty much what I mean. I click on this hunter, and for example, you see that warlock buff. That means the warlock's nearby. For me, since I make so many enemies in this game, and I'm always a rogue magnet. Anybody that knows me knows I am a rogue magnet. The rogue magnet for me, I always have to look at rogue buffs. If I say a rogue buff, I automatically spam flares or wait for the rogue to open to get gank that rogue. Because knowing me, I'm always gonna get jumped on by a rogue. I always expect it because I always look at buffs first. So always look at buffs. If you see a feral and rogue buff, try to wait for the rogue to open on them or the feral. Or if you know a rogue and feral is nearby and you decide to open on somebody else, just expect to pop those defenses or something like that because of the feral and rogue. So that's my second tip. Third tip I want to go over is monk and warlock portals. Some people decide not to put portals down when they're a monk or a warlock. First of all, you should put those down for sure because they could save your life. But that's not the reason why I'm going over that. The reason why I want to go over it is where you put your warlock and monk portals. Because a perfect example that I've done in Ultric Valley is if you have goblin gliders, you can buy them in the auction house. You put them in on your bars in a macro or whatever you don't want to do with it, but you glide from the hill onto the Icewing bunker, I believe. I can't remember what it is without being in the background, but if you glide onto that and you put your portal up there for a perfect example, nobody can reach you. Like range can, but like you can just LOS behind stuff. It's like the perfect spot. You can just jump down, gank people, and then port back up and heal up. It's hilarious. It's like the most funniest thing ever watching the reaction. It worked on me the first time I saw it. After that, I started doing it. It's just hilarious. I recommend trying to do it if you have a monk or a warlock. It can be done as horde or alliance. You could just camp the building. So yeah, there's that. Next tip I want to go over is for the next tip I want to go over is if you're like a feral type druid or guardian druid, resto druid with wild charge. Another perfect example is like Ultric Valley type map. You jump off the bridge there and you can heroic cat leap back up. I have not seen a lot of people do this. I've seen some people do it, but it is pretty cool to pull off. You can just trick them, and then like you could just leap back up and they'll be on the ledge like you're baiting them, and then you typhoon them off. It's pretty hilarious to do. So that's like my next tip I wanted to say for you guys. The next step is kind of similar to the last one. It's like you bait people, just bait them over into a single spot, and then you just knock them off or get your group to do it. I feel like not a lot of people. Well, some people bait them. It's I like, yeah, I guess a lot of people bait them. I guess, but I feel like I haven't seen a lot of people bait them. I do baiting all the time. It's so hilarious to do to people. So I feel like that's another good tip to do is if you bait somebody onto a ledge and just trick them and you know, knock them off. So, with that, let's go on to the next tip. If you're a world PvPer like I am, or yeah, just like a world PvPer, get all the buffs you can. Like Ternary and Jungle, I can't really say it, I guess, right? But Ternary and Jungle, or whatever, you can go in the Fell Pool and get 9 stacks of damage. It hits so much harder. The cost is the survivability, you get hit harder. But there's that, so... And then Ashran, you can get the flower buff for an extra damage increase. Battlegrounds, it's the Berserker. A lot of people don't go for the Berserker, I don't know why. I mean... You can always tell who likes the Berserker because of their... I feel like their mogs and stuff give away or something. I just don't feel like a lot of people go for the Berserker. They, like... I don't know. So grab the Berserker for the extra damage increase. Ashran for the flower buff. The Jungle for the damage buff on the Foe Pool. There's also some garrison buildings that help a lot. Like the Gladiator Sanctum. The Nuke building, I forgot what it's called, Goblin Workshop, I believe, for Horde, and Gnomish Gearworks for Alliance. And the Nuke helps a lot for both PvE and PvP. And if you've seen my Raid Wave videos, you can just completely nuke the crap out of people. It's hilarious. Not to mention all the gear gadgets that you can use for PvP, like jumping around with that rocket thing that jumps forward. I forgot what it is. There's also some other cool things that launches you in the air. They also work outside of Nazaroth, not just Warlords, so there's that. Let's see, what else could there be? If you're a priest and you have the Leap of Faith that launches you to the target, you could launch yourself up to like Warsong Glutch Roof, or you can launch yourself back up into certain areas that like you can get to faster, so I could say. The last final trick I want to tell you guys, and maybe I would show you guys in the future, I don't know if it's kind of hard to pull off, but it is only doable as a Warlock. In Warsong Glutch, you can use your eye glyph as a demon type thing. I have the eye, I forget what it is. It's just an eye thing. And you have to jump onto this little mini thorns in the Alliance flag room. And you use your eye to drop a Warlock portal in a certain spot. And then you can port up there and you can hide behind the flag on the second floor. It's like behind the flag on the Alliance. It's kind of... You can't get there without using it. It's kind of like a glitch. I guess call it exploit, but it's pretty hilarious to do as well. So you can just farm people in the Alliance flag room and they can't touch you. So that's that, guys. It's pretty much all the tips I want to share with you guys. If you have any more tips, you feel free to share in the comments. And I'll see you guys for the next video.